This is the 2014 season preview. Coach Cat Lennon is set to begin his third year as head coach of the Memphis Tigers. Last season, we are coming off of a 9-4 year, finishing second place in the Conference USA East Division, ending the year with a loss in the Liberty Bowl for the second straight year, this time losing to the Pitt Panthers. Obviously, this program is making a big turn in the correct direction. Before Coach Lennon took over, 3 seasons, 5 total wins was what Memphis football was pulling off. These 2 seasons Coach Cat Lennon has coached here for the Memphis Tigers, the combined record is 19-8. That is a huge improvement. Of course, the Cinderella run to win the Conference USA Championship in the 2012 season, an incredible accomplishment for Memphis Tiger football. Another very solid season last year in 2013. Not quite the same glorious ending as 2012, but another solid year nonetheless, and we are very pumped up for this 2014 season especially. It feels like this group of guys, this core group, we got a lot of seniors will be on this 2014 roster, hoping for a very special year, hoping to possibly get back to competing for another Conference USA title. That is the dream. Let's meet your 2014 Memphis Tigers. Starting on the offensive side of the ball with our quarterbacks, we have senior Preston Schuler leading us. He'll be backed up by Jasper Hines and Eric Howard getting a red shirt, freshman. Now our halfbacks, senior Thurl Bennett, Tyson Childress, TJ Fletcher, redshirt, senior Jabril Stevens, Mookie Frazier, our kick return man as well, fullback, senior Nathan Dunn, wide receivers, senior Ray Sullivan, senior Cedric Ellis, senior Branch Sampson, Adam McKeon, Marcellus Ashley, redshirt, Darius Russell, Jerome Jackson, Nixon Riley, Rondell Bell. Tight ends, Bobby Heath, Kendrick Vickers, senior Zane Howard. Left tackles, Adrian Jefferson, Champ Williamson, Tyler Hairston. Left guards, Vincent Osborne, Corey Wood. Centers, senior Gerald Wilson, Jesse Vinson, David Moore, redshirt. Right guards, Darius Hollins, Maurice Kelly, redshirt. Right tackles, senior and our offensive team captain, Joe Forte, Jason McGee, Dwayne Fowler. Defensive side of the ball, left ends, senior Apollo Campbell, Caleb Nash, redshirt, Carlton Walker. Right ends, Dexter McQueen, Elton Parker, Tim Huff. Defensive tackles, senior Marquise Cronin, Ronnie Austin, Dwayne Winston, Nicky Cooper, redshirt, Derek Campbell, Dre Ruffin. Left outside linebackers, Peter Gonzalez, Nigel Jude, Ed Noble. Middle linebackers, senior Wilt Davenport, Eric Gallagher, Carl Robinson, Jeffrey Branch. Right outside linebackers, Ezekiel Edwards, Joshua Wayne, Addison Hargrove. Cornerbacks, senior Marcus Gibson, senior and defensive team captain Andre Crawford, Takino Scales, Sidney Martin, senior Cedric Mayo, Travis Rudolph. Free safeties, Embry Hempel, Arnell Cunningham, senior Maxwell May. Strong safeties, Landon Holiday, senior Joey Colvin, Colt Robbins, redshirt, kicker Clancy Harper, and our punter Tim Spalding. That is your 2014 Memphis Tigers. Let's go! See a lot of seniors on our roster, as well as some young guys going to be playing some important roles for us. We are super pumped up for this 2014 season. Here is a look at the conference outlook begin this new year. A lot of seniors on our roster expecting a big year. A lot of seniors other Conference USA rosters as well. This is sort of like the era for a lot of the teams here. UCF, Houston. Let's look at here the UCF Knights. They are the defending East winners, and they are the preseason favorites to win the East Division. UCF making it to the Conference USA Championship last season, defeating us in the final game of the regular season to do so. Ended up losing to Houston. They are the preseason favorites in the East. UCF expecting a big year. Southern Miss expected to finish second in the East Division for their first conference title since 2011. Here we are expected to finish third, according to the experts, predicted to finish third in the East for our second ever conference title, first since 2012, not long ago obviously. ECU, East Carolina, is predicted to finish fourth in the East Division for their first title since 2009. The UAB Blazers predicted to finish fifth in the Conference USA East for the first ever conference title or bowl win. And the Marshall Thundering Herd is predicted to finish dead last in the Conference USA East Division in the 2014 season. See how that plays out. Of course, in the East, hopefully we can finish atop. Now, a look in the West. Obviously, the Houston Cougars coming off of an incredibly impressive season, making it to the Conference USA Championship for the third straight year, getting their first Conference USA Championship in that time period. Becoming Conference USA's first ever team to make it to a BCS Bowl. Put up a valiant effort, ended up losing a close one to LSU in the Sugar Bowl, but Houston predicted to win the West Division once again. Number 19 to start the 2014 season. SMU Mustangs, they've been really close past couple of seasons. SMU, a very good team. They're predicted to finish second in the West Division. Just been falling behind on Houston the last couple of years. Rice Owls predicted to finish third in the West for their first ever Conference USA title. Tulsa Golden Hurricanes predicted to finish fourth in the West Division for their first conference championship in 2005. The UTEP Miners predicted to finish fifth in the Conference USA West, after never won the Conference USA Championship. And Tulane Green Wave, that had some turmoil as a program. They're hoping to turn things around here in the 2014 season, but they are going to be predicted to finish dead last in the West Division. So that is a look at the East and West. No surprise there, the Houston Cougars are going to be the overall favorites in the Conference USA division. They are predicted to win the Conference USA once again. They've been in the championship the past 3 seasons, winning it last year. We are predicted to finish 5th overall. We have higher hopes and expectations in that for ourselves this year, but that is where the experts have us all laid out here. 2014 season. Now we'll take a look around the nation, see the favorites everywhere else. Florida State, favorite in the ACC. Texas, the favorites in the Big 12. Louisville, favorites in the Big East. Wisconsin, coming off a great year, favorites in the Big 10 and number 1 overall, the Wisconsin Badgers. Houston, favorites in the Conference USA, as we know. The Independents there. Toledo, the favorites in the MAC. Boise State, favorites in the Mountain West. Fresno State, great year. USC favorites in the Pac-12. Again, the USC Trojans. SEC favorites is the LSU Tigers, not the defending national champion Alabama Crimson Tide. LSU, slight edge according to the experts. North Texas, the Sun Belt favorites to begin the 2014 season. And New Mexico State, the favorites preseason in the WAC. Now we will take a look at the preseason polls in the nation. Number 1, the Wisconsin Badgers starting off the season as the top-ranked team in the land, coming off of a Big Ten championship. Never have won the national championship, but Wisconsin beginning of the year, number 1 in the nation. Number 2 to start the season is the LSU Tigers. LSU also coming off of a great year. They're going to be seeking their first national championship since the 2007 season. 3, the Texas Longhorns. 3 to start the nation, one of the tops in the land in recent years, for their first national championship since 2005 season. Number 4 is the defending national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide, beginning of the year at number 4. They've won 3 of the last 5 national championships. They have not had back-to-back. Can they pull that off this year? Number 5 is the Georgia Bulldogs, for their first national title since 1980. The USC Trojans, number 6 to begin the year, one of the elites, for their first national championship since just 2012 season. Oklahoma Sooners making it to the national title last season, falling short against Alabama. They're number 7 to begin this year for their first national title since 2000. Number 8, the Ohio State Buckeyes, another team coming off a great year, for their first national title since 2002. Washington coming off a great year as well, of course. Number 9 to begin this season, for the first national title since 1991. And running up the top 10 to begin the 2014 season is the Michigan Wolverines. 10 to begin the year, looking for their first national title since 1997 season. That is the top 10 to begin the year. Here's a look at the rest of the top 25. Here we got Houston, top-ranked team in Conference USA to begin the year, and the only Conference USA team ranked in the top 25. Virginia Tech ranked in the top 25. Here's a look at the rest of the national poll. See SMU just outside the top 25 there to begin this season. UCF there at number 50. So we're all the way down here at 63 in the nation to begin. So a lot of belief, at least within our program. Still not a level of national respect, obviously, as you can see, but big hopes for us. And there is the rest of the national poll. We'll take a look at the Heisman Watch, the start of the 2014 season. Heisman favorites entering the year. We have senior halfback Jolie Jackson from Georgia. And we have another halfback from Georgia, junior halfback Luke Nolan. So that tells you what you need to know about this expectations for this Georgia team, especially in their ground game. 2 preseason Heisman candidates for the Bulldogs. Then we have senior quarterback R.J. Holland from Oklahoma. And we have senior halfback Phil Houston from Pittsburgh, preseason Heisman favorite, as well as senior quarterback Sean Givens of Ohio State. We'll look at the end of the year, see if one of these guys ends up winning the prize or if someone from outside steps up to win the Heisman. Super psyched up to get this season started. Let's look at our schedule for the 2014 season. We are going to get this season started at home in the Mid-South rivalry. A great way to get the season started. An intense rivalry game for us. Against Ole Miss was the first ever game of the Coach Cat Lennon era. And if this game's anything like that one, we were in for a real treat. That was an epic football game. We ended up coming back late and getting the win there on the road to start the Coach Cat Lennon era here for Memphis. We will be hosting Ole Miss to start this season. Excited to get that one underway. Have that date circled. Super pumped up to get the year started in that way. Then we will have a bye after that. Not a ton of games going to be played that opening week. So we'll have a bye, most of the country getting their season started right then. Then everyone's about to be on the same schedule. We will have another home game here in week 3, taking on an in-state opponent, Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Then we will be on the road in the Big House. Massive challenge for us, taking on one of the top teams in the nation on the road at the preseason number 10 ranked Michigan Wolverines. That'll be a huge test for us. Then we would get Conference USA play started in a rivalry game, the Black and Blue Bowl, hosting Southern Miss. That's going to be an intense game for sure. We will have a bye afterwards. Then we're going to be on the road at number 24 to start the nation, the Tennessee Volunteers, another in-state foe. This will be an intense game for sure. We're going to be super pumped up to be taking on the premier football program in the state of Tennessee. A lot to prove for us in that one. We're going to be going in that one psyched up, no doubt about it. Then another rivalry game for us here on the road, taking on the UAB Blazers in the Battle for the Bones. Then we'll be at home against Tulane Green Wave, at home against the Rice Owls. Rice, our first loss of the season last year. Gonna hope for some revenge in that one. Then we'll be on the road at ECU, take on the East Carolina Pirates. We will be at home against UCF pretty late in the year. Of course, that's going to be a huge game. Who knows what will all be on the line in that one. Super psyched up for that one as well, of course. Then we'll be on the road at SMU. That will surely be a big game as well late in the season. Then on the road at Marshall, taking on the Thundering Herd in week 14 to finish off the regular season. We are super pumped up to get it all started, getting it all underway. Exciting to get this season started in a game against our rival in front of our home fans. Mid-South rivalry. Team's been working extremely hard this off season. A lot of motivation. A couple of successful seasons, but last season not ending the way we wanted it to. So very inspired in the off season to get ourselves ready for this 2014 season. Senior year for a lot of the guys on our team. Hoping to make it a special year. Super pumped up to get it all going. Let's go, Memphis.